Hey guys, I have a question for you. Have you guys ever thought or have this kind of curiosity about Earth, the universe, and the space? And have you ever asked yourself, how big is the universe? No one really knows how big the universe is because it's like it's infinity. You don't know how much or how big, how wide or small, whatever. But have you ever asked this question in your whole life? Because me, growing up as a little girl, I always look at the sky thinking how big the universe is. And I always wonder if there are other planets out there, there are beings out there that we don't know of, and then they're watching us, or can we actually see them? And if they even exist, what do they look like? How do we look to them? Are we ugly to them, and are they ugly to us, or vice versa? I've always thought about this when I was a little girl, but I always thought that I was also crazy because I thought it was not normal to even think that way, even especially as being a Filipina born in the Philippines. It's like in the Philippines you're not allowed to think outside your head. You're supposed to just stay inside and just be quiet and don't imagine or dream anything. Otherwise, you only a dog will imagine or dream. But then at the same time, I was very stubborn. I just thought about it without even telling other people. And part of me, I just feel like, you know what? I don't care if I'm crazy inside. I don't have to show them really. But I've always been curious about the universe, guys, right? Like, I've always been fascinated by it. So, I, one night or one day, I realized that the universe is actually not that big. Imagine seeing an egg, chicken egg. Basically, our universe is that's how the size of like just like an egg. And you're probably thinking, what are you talking about? And I know what I'm talking about because I felt it, I saw it, I realized, okay. So so the egg, right? So the egg, you know how the yolk is big, and there's the yolk, there's like the cover of the yolk, that some sort of like whatever to protect the yolk. And then outside that part there's all this gooey, which is the egg, white yolk, right? And the next thing you know, there's this shell which is like covering the entire, like, I don't know if you can imagine this, but I'm imagining it right now. So basically, the yolk, the yellow yolk, is considered the sun. That's kind of like that gives life to whatever whatever microorganism surrounding area. And then the shell is some sort of like protection for some reason. But that yolk is the one that gives life to everything. The egg white could have a lot of particles in there. There's protons, new neutrons, all electrons, and atoms and all that. But because the sun became like the yolk, the yellow yolk became like the sun, it does give life. And whatever organism in the white yolk, that's where all the life is. And inside it, there's a lot of galaxies. And inside galaxies, there's Milky Ways, there's planets, there's all sorts of planets. And every planet, there's beings in there. And we think that we're the only beings here on earth. No, guys, like, you need to think outside your box. You need to think that earth is not the only one out there. Our galaxy is not the only one out there. We are not alone here in this world. It's so big that at the same time it's so small. I don't know if you can understand it, but I absolutely know what I'm talking about. So that's what I'm saying. Every galaxy, there's earth, there's planets, and there's all beings. And then the source of of our life is the yellow yolk, the yolk. And yeah, when I think about it, it's like, wow, like I don't know if people get it. Like we are made of egg. And of course, inside the egg, there's many eggs, right? I told you the galaxy, the Milky Ways, the planets, and the other beings. So part of those is like, let's say part of the galaxies or other dimension is us, the Earth. And then the Earth, it also became like an egg at the same time. So inside Earth, which is the egg, is considered the land, which is, like consider the earth are the sun. And then there's life. You know what I mean? I don't know, guys, if you understand what I'm talking about. It's so hard to explain because at the same time, I understand it fully, but at the same time, I don't know how to even explain it in my own words to make you understand what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is, our earth, it's like a yolk or an egg. Our earth, it's like egg. And then we are inside, okay? And then outside our egg, there's the gooey stuff, the like white yolk. And then on top of it, there's shell. I think there's a word for that. Fermenent. I think that's the word, right? So yeah, guys, do you is your brain like me? Because sometimes my brain is annoying. Like I think about this all the time. Am I the only one that is crazy? I know I'm not the only one. You too.